Jed Hoyer shocked Cubs fans and he sent Christopher Morel to Tampa for Isaac Paredes. These are 13 things that you need to know about your new Cubs third baseman. First up, Paredes is bringing his family over to Chicago from Tampa. He has a wife and daughter. He actually became a father at the young age of 19 years old when he was in the Tigers minor league system. You'll often see him waving to his daughter in the stands. Going back to where it all started, fact number 2, Paredes signed with the Chicago Cubs as an international free agent in July of 2015 from Hermosillo, Mexico. Crazy enough, this was the same international pool that Morel was signed in by the Cubs. Number 3, he was then traded to the Detroit Tigers in 2017 for Justin Wilson and Alex Avila. At the time, he was the number 19 prospect for the Cubs, and check this out, also in that trade, headed to Detroit, Jeimer Candelario.
Say what?
Number 4, in 2023, Isaac played for the Mexican national team in the World Baseball Classic, putting up pretty impressive numbers. He hit .375 with a .944 OPS. Number 5, in that same 2023 season, he was 18th in MVP voting after hitting 31 home runs and driving in 98 runners with an OPS of .840 and a 4.2 WAR for the Rays. Number 6, this year, Paredes deservingly made his first All-Star game. At the time of that game, he was hitting .261 with an OPS of .828. Number 7, Paredes is in his arbitration year, still meaning that the Cubs will now have team control of him until the end of the 2022 season.
Control is an illusion, you infantile egomaniac. Nobody knows what's going to happen next.
This year, he's earning $3.4 million. Now let's take a look at Paredes and the trade a little bit deeper. Number 8, depending on how much weight you put into this, Paredes, according to baseball trade values, had a value of $53.8 million, opposed to Christopher Morel, who had just $22.7 million, and Hunter Biggie, who of course just made his major league debut at just $0.2 million. Meaning that the Cubs got nearly $55 million worth of value and only had to give up about $23 million worth of value.
1 billion, gajillion, fifillion, shabadoo million.
Seems like a steal for the Cubs based on how this is being graded. Number 9, let's compare some key stats from Paredes to Morel. Since 2022, Paredes has a 9.1 WAR according to Baseball Reference, compared to Morel's just 2.2. In that same time span, the Cubs' new third baseman has a 7 outs above average stat, while Morel has negative 27. In his 5-season career, Paredes has a 118 OPS plus compared to Morel's 105 over 3 seasons. And the dude just doesn't strike out very often. 17.5% K rate compared to Morel's 29.3%. Morel had improved on that this year, but as you can see, Paredes consistently puts the ball in play. Speaking of which, here in 2024, Paredes is in the 89th percentile for whiff rate, 82nd for K rate, and 91st percentile in walk rate. Number 11, and maybe the most intriguing thing about Paredes coming over to the Cubs and Wrigley Field, is that almost all of his slug comes to the pull side.
High fly ball, deep left. Quan will go to the wall, and that baby is gone.
As you can see in the spray chart, a ton of home runs come down the left field line, which in Wrigley Field is not extremely favorable. We'll see how this translates, but there are 2 great articles that I've attached in the description below. One from Ben Clemens, the other one from Esteban Rivera. They talk about this unique skill set, you could call it, of Paredes to be able to hit the ball in the air to the pull side. Number 12, the dude just isn't fast. 15th percentile for sprint speed. Good thing he doesn't put the ball on the ground very often.
Slow down! I want to get there, but I want to get there alive!
And lucky number 13, I'm just going to throw this out there. Aramis Ramirez was also just 25 years old when the Cubs got him in a trade from the Pittsburgh Pirates.